Please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Union High School JROTC and the singing of the national anthem performed by the City High Chorale.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. We are honored that several Board of Education and Cabinet members have chosen to attend our graduation celebration tonight. I'd like to introduce the board members and cabinet members who have joined me on the stage. Ms. Christian Grant, board member. Ms. Catherine Lewis, board member. Reverend John Matthias, board member. Ms. Maureen Slade, board member. Ms. Jennifer Schottke, board secretary. Dr. Wendy Faub, board president. Dr. Tony Baker, board treasurer. Mrs. Teresa Weatherall-Neal, our superintendent. Dr. Ronald Gorman, assistant superintendent, pre-K through 12 instructional support. In addition, I'd like to recognize and acknowledge several of our cabinet members who are seated in the audience. Please rise. I'm also pleased to welcome and recognize Ms. Lupe Ramos Montani, retired GRPS teacher and current member of the State Board of Education. Please rise as well. Thank you for attending. Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercises for the City High Middle School senior class of 2017. I'd like to congratulate you as you've come a long way since your start at City High Middle School 6 years ago as I walked through the doors with you. We'd like to welcome all the parents, grandparents, and friends to this special occasion. To the class of 2017, we wish you continued success. It's now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Teresa Weatherall-Neal, Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening. I'm a little shorter than Dr. Pasco here. On behalf of the Grand Rapids Board of Education class of 2017, I want to congratulate you as your superintendent. This is such a special occasion, not only for you, but for so many of us here that are supporting you, your parents, your teachers, board members, your superintendent, we want to say thank you for allowing us to serve you. As you leave us tonight and you start the next phase of your journey, I want you to know you have a heavy lift in front of you as you go out and you change this world. And that's what I want you to do. You have everything inside of you that you need to do that. And the road may not be easy, but I want you to go forward, make a difference in this world, and come back and share with so many of the young people here in the city of Grand Rapids. Again, I say congratulations to you, and I wish you the best on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Neal. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Ronald Gorman, Assistant Superintendent of Pre-K through 12 Instructional Support. Doc?
Thank you, Dr. Pasco. Parents, family members, relatives, and friends, thank you for the care you have provided to the class of 2017 throughout their educational journey. Your high level of support has made City High Middle School a nationally recognized educational environment, one in which we can all be proud. To the class of 2017, thank you for completing your high school experience in an exemplary fashion. You have spent a tremendous amount of time completing difficult assignments, preparing for rigorous assessments, and giving back to your community. As juniors, you earned the 4th highest SAT scores in the state of Michigan. And I'm going off script a little bit. I just read on MLive this afternoon that there are more college-ready students at City High Middle than any other place in the state of Michigan. Great job. We are confident that the educational experience you have received at City High Middle will have more than adequately prepared you for the next chapter in your educational journey. In fact, your college choices include 21 different colleges and universities across the United States. Some of you have decided to leave Michigan, go to DePaul, Purdue, Georgetown, and Wisconsin. Others have decided to stay closer to home. I know that 12 of you are going to East Lansing to attend Michigan State University. Thirteen are headed to Ann Arbor to go to the University of Michigan. And 20 of you are staying even closer to home, attending Grand Valley State University. Whichever institution of higher education you choose, please know that GRPS has your back. If you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. You are a GRPS and City High graduate. We are proud of you. In closing, thank you to the leadership team at City High Middle, Principal Dr. Pasco, Assistant Principal Mr. Crawley, Ms. Modulewski, Ms. Vandervliet. I would also like to thank the senior class advisors for making this day possible, Ms. Ann K. Krenzalewski, I hope that's perfect, I practiced, Jason Statura, and we cannot leave here today without thanking the very talented faculty and staff at City High Middle. Thank you so much. And finally, congratulations to the class of 2017.
Now the Jewel Tones will perform a musical selection, You Have More Friends Than You Know by Jamie Ray. Coming up, guys.
some you are destined to meet. You'll have more love in your life.
Don't let go, give it time. Take it slow.
Take it slow.
Those who
Love you the most may need more time to grow.
it's gonna be
You have more friends than you know.
Be brave, be strong. You are loved, you belong. Someday soon,
Someday soon,
you will see
you're exactly who you're supposed to be. You don't have to go through this on your own. You're not alone. You have more friends than you know. Some who surround you, some you are destined to meet. You'll have more love in your life.
Don't let go, give it time. Take it slow. Those who love you the most may need more time to grow. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Have more friends than you know.
Be who you are.
Learn to forgive. It's not about who you love, but how you live. It's how you live. You have more friends than you know. Friends who surround you, friends you are destined to meet. You'll have more love in your life. Don't let go, give it time. Those who love you the most may need more time to grow. Time to grow.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. You have more friends than you
Thank you, that was amazing. This year we have one valedictorian. Before I call her up to give an address, I'd like our salutatorians, Grace Cameron and Lydia Plesher, to rise and be recognized. Ladies. Thank you for your speeches this morning at the senior breakfast. They were wonderful. Aneshka Kovarik, class of 2017 secretary, captain of Ottawa Hills soccer team, national merit finalist, eldest of 6, and a citizen of 3 countries. I didn't know that was possible, but you are. Will now address the class of 2017. She is the proud daughter of Peter and Joanna Kovarik. She will be attending the University of Michigan College of Engineering on the Gene Fairfax Scholarship. Aneshka Kovarik.
Good evening. A little lower. Sorry. First, I want to thank everyone who has helped me and my fellow graduates get to this point, graduation day. To the aunts, uncles, cousins, parents, grandparents, siblings, teachers, administrators, friends, and of course Georges, seated in the audience, this one's for you. Thank you so much. City High, class of 2017. We've been through a lot together. We survived this school, for one. We've grown up together, been friends, sometimes enemies, and everything in between. I'd compare our experience to a playground. Why? Well, other than a subtle HL math reference, playgrounds inspire curiosity and signal a tinge of naivety. Upon entering any playground as a child, I remember the excitement and anticipation. Would I play on the slide or jungle gym first? Could I possibly do both at the same time? Freshman year was a time that was both exhilarating and frightening. I felt small looking up to all the upperclassmen. Most of the time I saw them, they looked like ghosts, half asleep with only coffee to sustain them. I feared writing something called an extended essay, which was apparently 4,000 words of pure pain. And then it was sophomore year, and the playground expanded and was upgraded. Instead of slides and merry-go-rounds that harmed carefree personalities like I think I was, the deadlines and projects and essays followed us around like TIE fighters. However, we can't forget the highlights. Mr. Majetic, all our wonderful student teachers, the iconic gong at one of our assemblies, and paper airplanes, all of which have helped define our class and render us legends, although slightly, well, moderately infamous. Junior year, we were finally upperclassmen, and that was the beginning of the diploma program. Life became more like a paintball range. We lived for the here and now. It was one project to the next. We learned the importance of taking a break and self-care, binge watching Netflix when we could. But those moments of respite were brief, and we counted down the days to Thanksgiving, winter break, spring break, the last final, all while the work piled up, one IA after the next. And then, after a relaxing summer, full of deltas, and changed perspectives, it was senior year. And that meant college apps, the EE that I spoke of before, and a math IA. September and October were brutal months, and I don't want to scare any juniors, but you're in for it. It wasn't like the movies. We weren't soaring and flying, not just yet. The senior lounge wasn't a karaoke hotspot like I thought it was. It was in fact practically non-existent. And we just had to wait for Gang Gang's premiere cover album, aptly named A Gang Gang Christmas, to lift our spirits after an exhausting semester. Go check them out on Bandcamp. But somewhere along the way, we realized that sure, skip days were fun, little homework was great, but there was something missing. We grew too comfortable, I think, in the last 4 years, and little couldn't surprise us. It became too predictable. The only piece of advice I could offer you to combat this, then, is take those risks. You will learn from them regardless of what happens. Break outside your comfort zone. It's the best place to learn, best way to connect to people of different perspectives and beliefs, not just city. And who knows, maybe you could get into that dream program, be hired for an amazing job, all because you took that chance and it paid off. Strive for greatness and don't settle for less. As I look around this room, I have amazing memories of spending time with members of the class of 2017. Perhaps I will not see you often after today, if ever, but I'd just like to thank you one last time for enduring all that we went through together, for bringing pillows, blankets, and food to class, and for making high school tolerable these last 4 years. Hold on to your favorite memories, but make room for new ones. Life's not over just yet. I have no doubt each of you will be off pursuing your dreams come fall, maybe in a galaxy far, far away. Best of luck to you all, and congratulations to the class of 2017. Thank you.
Thank you, Anishka. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker for this evening, Tope Ganaya Feijing Bezi. How was that? Nailed it? All right. She is a Nigerian-American social entrepreneur, independent financial management consultant, inspirational speaker, purpose-driven life teacher, and author. She received her bachelor's degree in accounting from the University of Lagos, Nigeria, where she was top of her class in the business school, and her MBA from the School of Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. Her passion for helping Nigerian children for low-income families culminated in 2002 when she co-founded the United for Kids Foundation, which she continues to serve as executive director and coordinating trustee. She regularly returns to Nigeria where she can commit to her hobbies of traveling and writing, along with speaking to various audiences. However, she is no stranger to the Grand Rapids area, as she spent several months in 2016 organizing for the Grand Rapids chapter of Hillary for America. This is only a very small list of Tope's many achievements, and we are honored to have her here with us today. Tope, please join me at the podium.
Thank you very much for having me. Just before I took the stage, I took a look at the list of speakers who have taken the stage, and my feet got weak. So it's really a huge honor to be here today. Congratulations to the class of 2017. You guys are in for a big ride. Congratulations to your parents and to all the supporters that are here. I want to say special congratulations to the family of Joshua Music. I'm sure your late dad is smiling down at you. I also want to say special congratulations to the family of Andy Van Zomeren. Your late mom must be super proud. As somebody who has lost a parent, I know that when I stand here, I'm standing and the angels are showing my dad what I'm doing. So your parents are looking down with huge smiles, and may you continue to do big things. I want to tell you a little story, and that story is about me. About 20 years ago, I was sitting down just like you, and I was preparing to go to college, and I wanted to study accounting, not because I loved accounting, no, because it was safe. I knew math, I was good in business classes, and I didn't want to be an engineer like my dad or a nurse like my mom. So I thought, well, what can I do? I can study accounting and I'll get a job. There will be no problem if I become a CPA in Nigeria or elsewhere. So I went to college and I was top of my class because I worked hard. Then I came to America in 2002 and I got an MBA, and immediately I finished, I went to PricewaterhouseCoopers in New York to continue my accounting career. Was that what I wanted? No. But I was new in America, and I didn't think anybody would give a lady like me, black woman in hijab, a chance to stand on a stage like this to inspire any audience. I thought my accent would give me away. Nobody would hear anything I say, so I just went for my safe dreams. I tried to fit in, and I continued to fit in for about 17 years until 2014, when my dad got sick in Nigeria. And I was in Oxford University in the UK having the best time of my life doing an executive diploma program when I got the call. I flew to Nigeria. I saw my dad, 69 years old. Before that time, I had never known him to be sick. Never, ever seen him sick. And he was lying there. And I asked myself, every one of the 10 days I was with him, I said, if my life ended right now, how happy or sad will I be? And every day I asked myself that question, I realized that I was going to be miserable if I died. I was going to go back to my Creator with a full gas tank and not an empty gas tank because I was playing safe, because I was trying to fit in. So I decided I was no longer going to try to fit in. I was going to listen to the clues that my life had been giving me, and I was going to put myself out there that I wanted to inspire people like you. And when I got back to America, I did the brave thing of quitting my job, a $200,000 per year job. That was a bit scary. But I quit the job, and I realized that the world had been waiting for me. The world had been ready for me. I was the one who just refused to speak up, to stand out. The world is waiting for you. Don't look for the safe spaces. Don't look for the places where you fit in. Look for the places where you stand out. Don't spend 17 years, like me, trying to fit in, trying to be safe. Spend the next 17 days trying to do big things for yourself, because that is what you deserve. I heard this is the best school in Michigan, so go out there and be the best. So I want to give you 3 pieces of advice. The first one is, don't waste your precious life currency on labels. Yes. I don't mean the designer labels like Chanel. No. I mean the labels like Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Black, white, Hispanic, Democrat, Republican, gay, straight. No, that's not your business. That's somebody else's burden that you must never bear. You're going to miss out on the best food in the world, on the best lovers in the world, if you allow somebody else's burden and somebody else's prejudice to be your business. So resolve today that when you leave this room, you're not going to wear expensive labels, because your life's currency is limited. And the way you resolve to spend it determines how rich your life experience would be. Second advice for you: don't hope to be the next Barack Obama, the next Hillary Clinton, the next Michelle Obama, the next Mark Zuckerberg, the next Bill Gates. The world already has enough of Steve Jobs. What the world doesn't have is enough of you. So who are you? And what are you bringing to this game? That is what I want to ask you. That's what I want to challenge you. Who are you? Don't be the next big thing in Silicon Valley. Be the next big thing in the world. And that thing is already within you. Your life is already giving you clues. All you need to do is to listen and not be afraid of taking detours. I started a new career, this career, just 2 years ago at the age of 38. Don't be afraid to start a new career now, because you just started. My third advice for you is to travel. Travel. Don't be confined. I just came back from Nigeria. I was in Nigeria for 10 weeks. And I believe that my experience in Nigeria and the children I spoke with made me richer and better to stand on this stage and talk to you. Don't let terrorism make you stay confined. Don't let those whose life business is to instill fear in others make you stay here. Travel, see the world, get ready to learn. And when you travel, I want you to remember this poem that I wrote. Never end a journey until you leave a piece of you. Sow a seed and create a smile. Fall in love and wipe a tear. And when you wonder what to take home with you, know that clothes fade and chocolates melt. But the stories you tell of the moments your heart was there will never be erased from the hearts that hear. Class of 2017, I also want to share this poem with you. If you must bet, bet on you. If you must follow, follow your dreams. If you must compete, compete with you. If you must fight, fight your fears. If you must lose, lose the chains. If you must stay, stay in action. And if you must create, create a path. And because we're in a church, And because we're going to, I want to leave you with a prayer. Please join me in saying this prayer for yourself, or follow along as I say this prayer for you. This one I wrote specially for you all. My dear City High School class of 2017, may your soul see the ease in every difficulty. May your soul see the victory in every defeat. May your soul see the success in every failure. May it see the gain in every loss. And your purpose, your own unique purpose in every pain. May the good winds propel you. May they shield you from evil as you explore the world, and shower you, fortify you with patience during stormy times, because there will be stormy times. And may the Lord be with you. Thank you very much for your attention. God bless you.
Thank you, Tope. Now I'd like to invite our graduates to the stage for an individual presentation of their diploma. Announcing the names of the graduates this evening are faculty members Mrs. Kathy Vandegable and Mr. Joe Weirda. Please join me at the podium.
Jenna Charlene Ackerman. Ricky Alexis Ayala Torres. Helen Bahalabi. Raphael Bahalabi. Maya Joy Baker. Rebecca Barajas. Annika Joy Benison. Jensen Lynn Bigelow. Shiloh Michael Busamra. Benjamin James Brown. Zoe Catherine Boltman. Grace Marie Cameron. Daniel Ivan Caracheo Teyente. Maria Isabel Centena Ramirez. Madison Renee Collins. Margaret Elizabeth Cranston. Natalie Cruz. Ana Laura Cuevas. Martinez. Andre Youssef Charnik. Lily Jane Elizabeth DeBoer. Patricia De La Cruz. Clara Lucille Freeman. Anthony Emilio Garza. Aria Michelle Gerson. Hannah Lee Gerwin. Grace Catherine Glemboski. Erin Lynn Goff. Rodrigo Gonzalez. Cindy Janet Gonzalez Velasquez. Christina Suzanne Hecker. Isaac Archer Haven. Alex Christopher Hernandez. Isaac Robert Abraham Herrera. Jordan Elise Inman. Brody Janelle Jason. Jacob Michael Johnson. William Michael Kelly. Ashley Michaela King. Alicia Laquab Knott. Aneshka Kovarik. Lauren Elaine Miletic. Evan Michael Martinez.
Isabel Claire Maternowski. Tasman Kekai Lana Malie Ike Opu'u Ake Aloha Matix. Harley Medina. Connor Allen Malin. Joshua Miles Music. Gatwiri Mukami Mwenda. Boot Tien Win. Francis Michael O'Brien. Matthew James O'Brien. Karen Lisbeth Padrone. Katrina Elizabeth Padrone. Lydia Grace Plesher. William Anthony Porter. Natalie Elena Price. Sebastian Andres Sanchez. Francis Ariel Santos de Leon. Anna Lillian Schlut. Nadia Jean Schrum. Benjamin Scott Sherman. Michaela Simone Siggers. Eric Stevie. Samuel William Thorpe. Tu Wian Tran. Julie Min Trong. Andrew Lee Van Zomeren. America Guadalupe Vicente Solares. Quinn David Wendland. Eric Charles Wesolowski. Winnie Kraus. Talos Pinegal Zimbrano. Sarah Elizabeth Zeilbeck.
Thank you, Mrs. Van de Gabel and Mr. Weirda. Dr. Tony Baker, would you please join me at the podium? Tonight, I present to you 73 candidates for graduation. As principal of City High Middle School, I certify that all candidates who will be receiving diplomas have met or exceeded, most likely exceeded, all of the requirements as set forth by the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education and the state of Michigan.
This is pretty special. So I'm going to take 2 minutes. I want to tell a quick story about my favorite story of my favorite graduate tonight. About a dozen years ago, we were at Meyer Gardens, and she saw this flower, and this flower did this amazing thing. And when we left the little garden area, the first stranger she saw, she went straight up to with big eyes and said, "You wouldn't believe this flower that's over there." I say that because I have watched you all for 6 years, and you guys have been doing that with each other this whole time. The knowledge that you have, that you take with you, so much of it comes from each other, and I've enjoyed watching you all learn from each other. It's been a pretty special experience. So with that, on behalf of the Board of Education, faculty, and staff of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, it is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2017 for City High Middle School, and with the power vested in the board by the state of Michigan, hereby confer diplomas on each of you. Congratulations.
You guys ready? Will the members of the class of 2017 please rise and face the audience? Members of the class of 2017, join me in moving your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present City High School's graduating class of 2017.